Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Thursday night. Once a month, we get an incredible opportunity to sit with the owner of Engage Global and an opportunity to hear testimonies about the significance of the opportunity. And then who knows what's in store for us when we've got the owner of Engage Global available to us this evening. Well, I've started the recording. We're so excited to have all of you here with us. This is point in most of our learning opportunities where I would bring up a disclaimer and say, hey, we can't diagnose, treat, cure, heal, or prevent any disease or injury. But tonight's conversation is going to be about the other side of it. Dr. Prasad truly being the world's first radiation biologist, PhD, and the foremost expert on micronutrition and supplementation. Well, we are so favored to have right here with us tonight, David Nemelka, who has also the accolades and a lifetime worth of experience bringing us to this point. And so before I pull up our extinguished guest, David Nemelka, let me take just a moment and go to one of my favorite shots of these two individuals together. So here we are. There is David and Dr. Prasad. Talk about two juggernauts that are here to affect the wellness of the world. So excited about this. I'm going to take a moment and just read this here about David. It says, in 1993, after receiving an MBA from the Wharton School of Business, David Nemelka began his career working for the Fortune 100 company, Procter and Gamble. David's career eventually moved to Wall Street, where he spent 20 years successfully investing in up-and-coming companies. After 2 decades of helping companies succeed, David switched his focus to helping everyday people succeed in their own business with a direct-to-consumer business model that would have a positive and lasting impact on lives, both physically and financially. And to me, having this as part of our science booklet, this ability to go right to something that means so much to so many of us. That picture of Dr. Prasad and David Nemelka coming together to really make a difference. It's right here in our science booklet, from the military to the masses. And it's just this mission, Dr. Prasad's mission to bless the masses with optimal health, has been combined with David's. And together, that vision that we have is just amazing. So as we begin tonight, there's one other thing that I would like to do as I pull up our chief, CEO and owner, David Nemelka. I was digging back through some stuff here, David, and I'd like you to take a look at this picture, because this is kind of where it began back then. The story of Engage Global, and then what's in your bag. So as I pull you up here, Dave, do you want to take just a moment and kind of fill in those that are on tonight the significance of what's in your bag means?
Yeah, so this is back to the early founding and early DNA moments of Engage coming to existence. So back in 2012, Dr. Prasad and his business partners at the time, who had developed the military micronutrient formulation, which was the world's most scientifically validated formulation, they were looking at taking their product, Micro Daily, which is now called Micro Daily, at the time it was called military micronutrient formulation, to the masses. And so I had the good fortune of being introduced to Dr. Prasad and his company. And at a meeting that we had with the CEO of the business that had helped develop that product with the military, we saw in his bag this military micronutrient formulation. And when we asked him to give us the full scoop, the full story behind the product, with the 14 clinical studies, $24 million invested, U.S. military buying millions of dollars of the product, our U.S. servicemen and women experiencing fantastic results. That's really what began the journey of Engage. That then began a negotiation with me and Dr. Prasad and his company. We bought 300,000 units of the original military product. We saw I saw the opportunity financially and also my horizons have been expanded over the years, but we saw that the product could help human health. And over the years, we found out that to be absolutely true. Thousands of lives have been impacted positively by Dr. Prasad's products. And we see tens and tens of thousands, if not millions of people ultimately being impacted by it. But that was the beginning, Jeff, was seeing that military micronutrient packet in a bag in a meeting with Dr. Prasad and his executives at his company. And that's what began the journey and story of Engage Global today.
Well, it's fun to just take a little trip down memory lane. And then truly, since then, I've had the opportunity to be at different neighborhood street fairs and business to business things. And we've met soldiers who actually served during the same time frame that these products were being dispensed out in Afghanistan and Iraq, and they remember that package. They remember how they felt.
Oh, there we go.
System,
there is items now, I'd say. What do you think?
Completely collector's items. We've got a few that we have held on to because this is the way that was originally shared with Helen and I. I mean, somebody had handed this, and it goes right back to that. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person or the right thing to the wrong person. David, the whole approach from Helen's girlfriend was, I've been constipated for 26 years.
No, yeah.
This really did it.
Right, I remember that.
And it's like, well, gosh, her name was Lois, and I says, well, Lois, that makes a big difference for you, but we don't have those kind of issues. And she says, I know, but I did, and this made the difference. And so, it's interesting how that started our journry. And
I think of that day that, in fact, it was at the Grand America in Salt Lake City when we met, and I was introduced to Dr. Prasad's amazing military micronutrient formulation, which has really transformed my life. And I not only did that introduction to that product by your friend with the product change your life, but I think of the business and the literally millions of dollars you have made working at Engage and the impact that not only has that product had on your health, but I think of you at the time, you had a very severe financial and business downturn. And I know that not only has Micro Daily changed your life from a health standpoint, but the business model that really the revolutionary business model we have at Engage has changed your life and so many others' lives. Why don't you share with people the impact that's had on your life just from a business standpoint and even from a ability to get back on your feet?
You know what, David, and thank you. I will go down that memory lane as well, even though that it's pretty painful. We had some early on success with the Micro Daily our first couple of weeks, just enrolling some individuals, and you invited us up to your office to congratulate us, and I sheepishly came into your office and said, David, we're in the spot where we're going to be losing our home. In fact, they're going to shut the power off on us. I need $475 to keep our lights on because I'm a couple of months behind. And you reached out and said, Jeff, I need to shake your hand because this moment in time, welcome to the struggle. You'll never be in this place again because I can see and I can feel the passion that you have in you. And you did not give me $475. You said, welcome to the struggle. And I'm telling you, Dave, since then, we hit the bottom, we bounced, and this incredible, predictable pay plan wasn't always as smooth as it is right now. It wasn't always as predictable as it is, but I'm telling you, we've become Micro Daily millionaires because of that combination of you and Dr. Prasad coming together and really blessing the masses. And it was such a welcome relief because we'd been part of so many other things that were all about front loading, getting people to purchase way more than they should by putting it on their credit cards and having huge enrollment packs. And all that has been done away with because, David, you just stepped into this space and said, I don't want to be like everybody else. I don't want to have a success rate that is in the 3 percentile.
Right.
No, I would rather move into something that is subscription based, and it took I'm willing to say that just like Dr. Prasad took 6 years, spending the money from the Department of Defense and other investors to create this formulation and validate it. I dare to say it was about that same amount of money and amount of time putting you put yourself into creating the financial side of it.
Well,
And
Jeff, about
benefit.
I think about our legacy team meeting yesterday and how we were talking about the financial results. Most companies, 70% of people never make any money. And yesterday we were reviewing the results of thousands of people last year who've joined Engage. And literally 48% of them made money in their first 90 days or less. That's really unheard of. Now, at Engage, we talk about leave no one behind. Really, our vision is everybody making money to Engage. And with our all of it bonus, we have literally thousands of people making all of it bonuses to help pay their car payments, pay their utility payments, help themselves getting out of debt, finding some financial freedom, doing a business that really is as easy as just sharing your story and your testimony and then letting the micro daily do its work over the first 90 days. What we found is the secret of success is really just get someone to commit to take the product for 90 days and then watch the magic happen. I think that's the formula of success at Engage.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we're not pushing products on people. We're just educating them. We're helping them understand that this even exists out there. That was a purpose that was originally created. In fact, I was on a VIP virtual in-home presentation with Bud and Karen Marie Whiting today. And one of their good friends, actually kind of a shirt tail relative of theirs that's been in the airline industry for his entire life, was on. And all we did, David, is just start to share with him that this product exists and hit a couple of those high points. And it was like, how do I get it? Where can I do it? And just right before this call started, I needed to just share this with you. He says, this is from Bud. Hey, Jeff, this is Bud. We really appreciate your help with Curtis. We signed up Curtis with 3 products as a preferred customer. He's pretty excited and wants to share with others. Anyway, thank you so much. That what we did really excited him today.
Jeff, that's interesting because once again, I'm going back to the data. I'm a numbers guy at Wharton. They taught us numbers, and obviously this simple, predictable pay plan, the enhanced affiliate plan we've developed, it's based on numbers. It's based on success. And so yesterday we talked about how 44% of our new affiliates in the last 12 months alone came from preferred customers. That's unheard of. If you think about it, that is absolutely unheard of in network marketing, where your customers become your affiliates. Well, that's what happens at Engage because our business model and our products are so compelling that people, once they've had that experience with the products, they want to share them. And that's really people talk about the duplication model at Engage. It's as simple as, get 8 customers and make $500 a month, get them on Dr. Prasad's Choice and make $500 all of it bonuses a month, make $500 in your customer bonuses every month. It's as simple as that. And that's really what we're hoping people catch the vision of. And number one, how simple it is to make some money. And as you've talked about the money you've made, we've got many others who've done the same. But also the vision of Engage is really to meet people where they're at. So if you want to make a few $100, $500, or millions of dollars, we have a business model for you. And that's what I'm hoping, and what we're here to help people catch the vision of, is that we will meet you where you're at, and you can have a lot of fun bringing health and wellness to the world.
I absolutely agree with you. It feels more like a family environment. I mean, this does not have that business pressure. David, you've done a tremendous job putting the money into the mission.
Yes.
And that really becomes a motivation to others. I've had incredible leaders. Jane Manette, for instance, is not on here tonight. She had a team meeting that conflicted with it, or else anyway, she apologized for not being here. But she came in and has had tremendous success in all a myriad of different opportunities. But she says, Jeff, this feels different. This feels like I found a home. And, and it's, she's going through some of the experiences of what the product is doing in her own body. And every day that belief just goes deeper and deeper and deeper into the power of the products. And that same belief in this predictable pay plan is what's moving her and her team forward.
Well, Jeff, I know someone whose life has been dramatically impacted by Dr. Prasad and his products and also by our business. When you said happy, that made me think of, who did that make you think of, Jeff?
Her happy place. She's found it. And I said, I don't know that she's got a corner on that market. I've got to share.
I do, Jeff, I do.
Yeah. Well, let's see. So Coraline, look at this. This was on our van for 8 years as we traveled around the country. So we were going to our happy places, always searching, and it was truly right here amongst our family. So come on, Coraline.
Yeah. I just want to say, for me, I was introduced to this product a while ago, and I just wasn't ready. And I was talking to David about that one day, and he said, you know what, we probably weren't ready for you either.
No, we weren't.
But I'm ready now. I'm here. And last March, I said this was my God project. And that's just what I believe, because there are so many people that need what we have. And there's no other product out there like this product. So no one can recruit me. I already told everyone I'm not recruitable. Don't waste your time. And so I appreciate the opportunity to work with our CEO. I mean, how often do you really get the opportunity where you can call the CEO and say, hey, can we chat? I need to talk to you about some things. And David listens. We don't always agree, but he listens, and I respect the decisions that we make. And I'm really happy to be here. When I say it's my happy place, it's my happy place. And I have a lot of other folks that said, no, it's our happy place. Mm-hmm. So, okay.
Well, Coraline, you make it our happy place for sure. Today I was talking to you. In fact, you mentioned the conversations we have, and we had talked about, providing people opportunity to ask some questions. I don't know, do you have any questions you'd like to ask me that we could answer in front of everybody? And then I would love to offer the opportunity to people to just ask me questions, help them catch the vision and the power of Engage, the power of the products, the specialness of what we have, the opportunity that is before everybody to not only experience optimal health and enhanced health, but also to really make some money and to improve their financial wealth and health. So I'm wide open for a few questions if you think that we could answer a few tonight.
I think we could. You answered my main question several months ago, and it was a question of, okay, so when we do all this work and the company blows up, what do you do as the owner? Because so many of us have been in other opportunities, worked really hard, achieved, and then you look up and the company is sold. And so maybe you might share your answer with the people that are online tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to answer that in two phases. Phase one would be, is I know a lot of companies experience extreme trouble with growth. And the areas that they have with growth are supply chain, namely product and inventory. And number two would be in technology and having the technology and then number three would be fulfillment. So let's just tackle each one of those questions in and of themselves. We've been working for 10 years to build a foundation for each one of you. And Jeff has been here for many of those years. He's seen many of the growing pains and the struggles, as have probably a few of you others who are on the call. But I can tell you today is the best time ever to be a part of Engage. We're still a small company. In fact, I was just talking about the number of people in America who have not heard about Engage, and that number is easily over 350 million. I mean, we are talking a nation of 350 million, and Engage over our time has touched just a few tens of thousands. And so the opportunity is very, very significant, and that America has not heard about our products. And we're called Engage Global because we're envisioning the world. So we have the opportunity of America and the world which really is a lifetime of opportunity. We've been working for a decade to put into place the foundations that you need to succeed and thrive without restrictions or constraints. I can tell you we have a partnership with our manufacturing. We're now there carrying inventory where we have virtually an unlimited access to inventory, and they are helping to finance it, and they are making it, and they are storing it. So right now you could go do everything you want, and you could not tap into the well of inventory that we have available to you. So that is number one, is let's go get the products into people's hands and into their bodies, because we don't have limitations on that. That's number one. Number two is technology. Compensation plans are complex things in terms of programming. Getting them working right takes a lot of time and energy and money. We have got a fantastic technology platform. It's not perfect, never will be, but it works. It scales, and you're getting paid as you should, and you're getting paid on time. So in terms of the technology and in terms of orders and processing and credit card companies and all of the integrations that need to be that's be done, that is had, it's ready, we are capable. And then on the fulfillment, we use a third-party fulfillment, which is as good as they get. They're an excellent, top quality fulfillment. And so 99+% of our shipments get out within the time we've promised and get delivered to people's homes. And so there's a small margin of error, and that's just an error that everybody experiences, but we have the capacity to scale. So in terms of Corleen, are we ready, and can we, and do we have the ability? Yes, we are ready and able to scale this business to whatever level that you want to achieve. The number two is what you addressed, and that is, what are the intentions of the owner? Well, I can tell you at Engage, I'm the owner. At the end of the day, I make the decisions, and at the end of the day, I have to be responsible for those decisions and the responsibility and accountability to you. And my purpose in life is to bring health and wellness to the world and have profit in that purpose. I do not have an interest nor a plan to sell Engage Global. This is my life's work. Corleen, you said this is your God project. This is my God and life project. I've had the good fortune of being in investment banking and finance for over 25 years. I've been in that transactional side of business where I've made tens and tens of millions of dollars. We've taken companies public, raised multiple billions of dollars for companies on New York Stock Exchange, the American Stock Exchange, NASDAQ. I've been in that transactional world. And you know what? It is nowhere near as rewarding or as exciting or satisfying as being in a world, partnering with you, partnering with Dr. Prasad, and bringing health and wellness to the world and be able to make a living doing it. Each one of us has that chance. And this is my mission and my vision for the rest of my life. So at Engage, my real dream, my hope is that we can build a truly world-class global company touching millions of people, and that dream can be fulfilled before my time on this earth has been finished, and that we can then leave a legacy to the next generation, whoever that may be, of people who share that mission and that vision, and provide them a platform and a culture and a value and principle system that is in alignment with ours, so that we can fulfill a long-term vision that goes well beyond us. So what is the intentions of Engage? It's not to go public. It's not to sell the company. It's simply to bring goodness and wellness to this world, and do so in a way that is profitable for you, profitable for the company, and that enables us to continue in on our vision and our dreams for the rest of my life, and I hope also for the rest of your life also. So hopefully, Corleen, that's my question.
I think that's so powerful, David. And, when we think, as we have this product in our hand, and you already said, many people don't even know about it. So
The United States, we haven't even scratched the surface of potential here. And we still have people like you and Jeff and many others making significant incomes and opportunity off of just scratching the surface. Think of what the potential is before us over the years and decades ahead. It's mind-boggling, and that's how I look at that. We will never fulfill our full measure. There's just too many people that we need to reach.
And I think if you say potential, everyone that's on this call tonight, just think about your potential. And that's the part so exciting, and it really should just encourage everyone to just continue to share, continue to share these products, continue to invite people to all the different exposures that we have, because get the products in their body, and we're pretty sure that you're going to have a story. Your body is going to love these products.
Well, you know, Corleen, I have an analogy that I just heard it this week. And in fact, Jeff, you heard it on a call with Beth and I. So this is the power of multiplication, is the power of working together. So this information came to me from a farmer, and he said, Dave, a mule on his own can pull 7 tons. But a mule, when you pair him up with another mule, can pull 28 tons. So think about that. The power of 2 versus doing it on our own. And to me, that is the power of network marketing. And that is one of the reasons we are doing our business model in network marketing, is the power of us working together isn't an additive thing, meaning, Corleen, you plus me does not equal 2. You plus me equals 4. And then if we add Jeff, it's like you plus me plus Jeff does not equal 3, it equals 6. And what happens is you add more and more mules, the multiplier becomes more than 2. It can become 2, 3, 4 times the benefit. So that's where, when people can discover their potential, it's not the potential of what they can individually do, but what they can do when they're a part of a team and part of a family and a part of a group of people aligned in a mission. That's the potential that each person on this call has today, is that they, by working with each other and us working together, each of them truly can fulfill their dreams and hopes, because the power of 2 and 3 and 5 and 10 and 1,000, the multiplier becomes absolutely immeasurable. So to me, that's the hope. What I have is that people catch the vision of that. No, it's not what they can do by themselves, but if they can find and work with someone else and help find someone else to catch that vision and share that vision. Corleen, you've seen it. I mean, what is the power of people coming together? It's unimaginable.
Absolutely. For sure. For sure. Well, that was my question, and I feel like you answered it for me and the entire field that's on the Zoom today. And I'm sure some other folks may have questions. So
yeah,
we've got Dr. Roberts that has her hand up, and so
Robert.
Wow, how are you, sir?
Well, I am absolutely super fantabulous. Isn't that one of your words?
No, sir. It's super fantastic.
It's super fantastic.
So
you
can have super fantabulous. That sounds great.
Okay,
Listen,
David,
I tell my people that I really believe that you go to bed dreaming about how you can be a blessing to the field and give back to the field. And all of the things that you've come up with since I've been here have been absolutely phenomenal. But you know, we in the field are kind of like children who are always waiting for Christmas, at least every quarter. So we have between now and September, we know that we are planning for this family reunion, and it's going to be grand. I just know that it is going to be. But we have, however, we have June, July, and August. And I know that you have something that you are holding that is going to be happening doing that. And I'm the one that they always push out front and say, ask him, get the scoop. So I'm asking, what did you go to the house? What did the Lord give you to give us? Can you tell us now, or do we have to wait? And if we do, when are we going to get the scoop? Because June is 2 weeks away.
You're getting the scoop right now. How's that sound?
Oh, you getting ready to give it to me now?
Get the scoop right now. So
okay.
We're launching Micro Daily Hydro EMF. So we're going to launch a drink formula of EMF. And we just went over with the legacy team. Once again, I hope every one of you can become a legacy team member. The camaraderie and the involvement and the engagement at the legacy level is genuinely rewarding and valuable and important to us. So we look forward and welcome everyone who can become a legacy and part of our team that helps us make decisions. But as a part of that decision yesterday, we finalized the Micro Daily Hydro EMF pricing, which is going to be fantastic. We've got the product timeline. It's going to be in early June. So there's your first product, Dr. Roberts. Micro Daily Hydro.
Woo woo! That is super fantastic, and you don't have the price to drop on us yet.
We're going to drop it. It's going to be a less of a premium than the current hydro is on Micro Daily. How does that sound? We are working so hard to keep these prices in a place where we can reward you for sharing them and also make sure they're as reasonable and affordable as possible. So the price is going to be less of a premium than what you used to see. So it's going to be really well priced.
Okay, and we working that point so that our points to be QVP will be good too.
Oh,
okay, that's good.
Fantastic. Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
So
And
we want to talk about another one, another exciting moment.
Yes.
So we've been talking about it, and we will be launching Hydro or Omega Daily in July. And Dr. Prasad believes that Omega is one of the 4 legs of a chair of health. And so those 4 key products are Micro Daily or Micro Daily EMF. Those are probiotic for gut health. That is critical.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got Omega, which is critical for organ and skin and body health. And now let's see, collagen. Sorry, we've got the collagen, which is skin and organ health. And then we have got beauty health. And then we've got Omega, which is going to be critical for heart health, brain health, and overall body health. So those are going to be the 4 legs of the optimal health stool will be the Omega. That's something Dr. Prasad's been talking to me about ever since 2016 when we really started together. So it's almost 7-8 years now that we've been talking about Omega. So that's coming in July. And we have another product we'll be launching in September. And I will give you a little hint. It has to do with gut health. It's going to be an additional enhancement to gut health. That product will be launching in September. So it's going to be a fantastic, super fantastic year for all of you.
This sounds really, really good. Now, could you clarify the qualifications for people winning the trip to Cancun? Could you talk a bit about that?
Thank you for asking. It's super simple. Just become a Freedom Rank. So if you can hit Freedom 1, you get a free trip to Mexico. If you're already a Freedom Rank, just simply rank advance. Rank advance and you will get a free trip. And if you've already paid for the trip, we will give you your money back.
Oh my goodness, that is absolutely awesome. Yeah, well, I told him, I said, you go to bed. I said, I really believe this man go to bed asking the Lord, what can I get up and give him tomorrow? And I am really, really grateful to be a part of this engaged family, and so thankful that Corleen just insisted that I do this and pushed my button with the veterans. I'm still working the veterans program and pushing, and the thing is working against the VA hospitals and the fact that VA gives us free medical care on the one hand, but no education of understanding that I'm careful about what I say here because I am a veteran, but metformin is a killer. So what we have is not. And for me to say that to veterans, but their doctor says that they need the metformin as opposed to this, is a constant education, re-education, and that sort of thing with the veterans. However, we are bringing some in, and we have more on board now than the last time you and I talked, but it's not nearly as many as you prophesied that I would have by November. I know what you're gonna say, November is not here, Dr. Picola. I know it, but you know me, I'm running ahead of the game.
Well, Dr. Picola, I love your ambition. I love your efforts. And what I know is what it should be, will be, and that I know you would say it this way, that the Lord will provide and we will achieve our mission and our vision. Maybe not as fast as we always want, but we're achieving it, because you know what? We're resisting. We don't give up on it. Even if we set a goal and we miss it a little bit, that goal doesn't go away.
Well, I'm preaching a series on ask, A-S-K, and the K part is knock. And you just have to keep knocking. And sometimes you knock on one door and it doesn't open, you have to keep going to doors. And so we're knocking on about the third or fourth door here that has been slammed. But sometimes, you know, dealing with people who have been successful, they said they have failed many, many more times than they succeeded as they were on their way to their destination. So our destination is 1,000, you know, veterans in the program. And that's my goal, and that's what we're working toward making happen.
And I will help you in every way I can.
Thank you, sir. And thank you for answering my question. And I love this platform. I tell you one thing about Corleen Chavis, she comes up with some of the greatest ideas, and asking the CEO is super fantastic.
I love it. Thank you. Well, no, you know, Jeff, I know you and Corleen have another call here in about 15 minutes. So why don't we answer one or two questions if we have them, and then we can free everybody up to continue on their engaged journey tonight with some other activities.
Absolutely. In fact, Corleen, can I post in the chat the conversation that we're going to be having after this? There's only about 25 of us here, but I'd do that with your permission.
Oh, really, Jeff? Yes, Jeff. That's what David, don't believe it, okay?
Don't believe it, right, Corleen?
Like, wow. Well, David, I am you know, I was hoping, and we're going to work on this, because I asked Mr. Nemelka for the CEO if let's do it on Sunday for our team, and he said yes. So I'm going to encourage. I see we have quite a few people on our team that are here, and I'm going to encourage you for Sunday's call to really think about some of the questions that you have, because when we talked about it, you said, I'll answer as many questions as you have, and I'll stay as long as I need to. And so how often do you get that kind of commitment from the CEO? I'm going to say for everyone, like 10 years, ground level, this is the best opportunity out there. You just have to be willing to continue to share it. And don't be discouraged, because, you know, we were talking on the legacy team yesterday, and one of the things that happens is people see it and they go, oh yeah, and I'm gonna, and they do their family list, and they're gonna call all those people, and then they call them, especially family, and they go like, because family has seen you do so many other things and this and that, and so they don't jump in right away. But I'm so grateful to Catrice and Bruce Johnson, because it took me 7 years to say yes. But now that I said yes, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. So,
well, you know, it's interesting you say family and friends. I've been thinking about, this is something I've been thinking about. So this is an Ask the CEO moment. So like people say, you know, where is the greatest benefits of our product, and where, you know, who can we benefit the most? You know, we like to say everybody should be on our product because they're going to enhance their health for a lifetime, which that's the solid answer. That's what everybody should think. But I think we know how human beings are, and that is usually people don't react until they have a problem. Right. And so I would say to each of you, think of anyone you know who's struggling with their health for any reason. And the core reason for their health struggles is because they're micronutrient deficient, which is creating oxidative stress and inflammation in their bodies. Well, Dr. Prasad's products are scientifically validated and formulated to deal with this oxidative stress and micronutrient deficiency. So where the real opportunity of engages, and this is where we see the impact every day with all of these stories and testimonials, is think of anyone you know whose health is less than optimal, because they're going to be very open to hearing about something that could help them. And then number two, as we've heard Dr. Prasad say, I can't tell you how many hundreds, if not thousands of times I've heard him ask the question, well, Dr. Prasad, I have this issue. What do you think? His answer is always the same. Well, try the product for 90 days and see how you feel. And that's really the simple answer. Anyone that's struggling with their health, if you can invite them to try the product for 90 days, the vast majority of them have an experience where they want to stay on the product. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. It's not about convincing someone who doesn't want to be convinced. It's about finding someone who has a problem that we're there to help solve.
Right. And I think the other thing we talked about was, once they say yes, and you help them order their product, you make sure you do your follow-up. So the onboarding part, that's what we were talking about. You make sure okay, did you receive your product? Then you go over how they're going to take their product. And then you have to follow up with them for a minute because, we're not used to taking supplements twice a day, maybe, or we're not taking, all of those kind of things. And all of those things I've found make a big difference because not only are they using the product, you're building trust, you're building a relationship, and now you have people that are interested in working with you and sharing the product. Even if they don't want to be an affiliate, they're still willing to share. Oh, I have someone. And excuse me, now that we have our rewards program for sharing, guess what? They even benefit. So I'm just, we're
Corleen, I think you right there expressed the secret of success, and it's not a complicated one. Like my father-in-law was a doctor, and he would treat people who are ill all day long, every day. And over the course of his lifetime, he treated probably tens of thousands of people. Do you know what he said the number one problem in helping people get healthy was? They wouldn't take their medicine.
Right.
So now think about that. So you've now introduced someone who's having a problem to a solution. That's Micro Daily and the other products that we have that can help. If you're not there, and this is the thing a doctor can never do. Do doctors ever follow up with their patients? No, but you know what? You can. You're getting an all of a bonus and you're getting a percentage of the sales every month. So you can, and you're being rewarded for giving people that love that you just talked about, Corleen. And I can tell you what, we see people who are making a lot of money, and you know what their formula for success is? It's really simple. Find someone with a problem, challenge them to take the product and try it for 90 days. That's what, 90 days, the all of it bonus is tied to 90 days. Everything is around 90 days. Get them to try it for 90 days. And over that 90-day period, love them. When they get the product, make sure they're taking it right. In fact, I'm going to pull you in here, Jeff. Jeff, I know you meet people, a lot of people that are struggling with their health, and you'll often advise them to double up in that first month or two to help accelerate the benefits. Is that not also a strategy that you've taken?
100%. In fact, it's exactly the conversation that we're going to have with Dr. Prasad in 10 minutes.
Fantastic.
Is that way of really taking an advantage of correcting the micronutrient deficiency quickly.
Yeah.
So, Corleen and Jeff, you talk about the secret of success, and I know why you two are so successful, and that is there is not an affiliate that joins your team that you don't welcome and you don't help onboard, and there's not a customer that you personally enroll that doesn't get that loving care the first 90 days. Now, just think if every affiliate of Engage did that with every single customer that they enroll and every team member. Can you imagine? We talk about the power of the mules, where it's 7 turns into 28 when it's 2. I can't imagine that if under that type of approach, it wouldn't be 7 turns into 58. So that's the vision, I think, for success. And that's where we see success Engage. It's just in that very, very simple approach.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Jeff, I know you've got another call. Is there anything you or anyone else would like to say tonight before we jump on it? You jump on your other call.
I really think this has just been an awesome format. Have us take a little trip down memory lane to get it going, and then move right into an Ask the CEO. I think the third Thursday of every month should be an opportunity like this to celebrate the successes from the financial standpoint, and then follow it up with an Ask the CEO evening.
Let's do it next month on the third Thursday. I'll be here for Ask the CEO, and we'll continue to talk about principles of success. Jeff, you and others can tickle my memory about the memory lanes. We've got so many amazing memories. I think of St. George when I was converted, and we'll talk about that next time. You converted me to my own product. So we'll leave that as a teaser for next month, and just say thank you to everybody for joining us, and God bless you. Thank you for everything.